Okay, okay, Vientiane, we will just wait for the others to join us. You are first. Um, so soon it will be 10th Vientiane, is that right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. When is it? Do you know?
No, I don't really know, but I think it will be on March or April.
Oh, okay. So not for in another few weeks, you think?
Yes.
Okay. What does your family usually do at Tets?
We usually go to our hometown to
Hmm.
visit our grandparents.
Right. Your father's parents or your mother's parents?
Usually my father parents because my mother parents is way too far and only special occasion we go to visit them.
Okay. Your mother's parents live near Ningbing, is that right?
Yeah, it is.
O- Okay. And what takes about 2 hours to drive there? 2 hours?
Yes, it takes about 2 hours to go there.
Okay, good. All right. All good English, Vientiane. You haven't made any mistakes, by the way. All your tenses, all your grammar is perfect. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, Huang Ang Xin Chao. Huang Ang, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I'm hear you. I was just
Uh,
watching a YouTube short.
okay. What are you watching on YouTube?
Well, just some gaming facts and
Uh,
like a try
okay,
hard montage.
okay. And Ding Lam, Xin Chao Ding Lam. Can you hear me, Ding Lam? I can't hear you. I still can't hear you, Ding Lam. Can you hear me? Fung Dok Ang, Chagon.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fung Dok Ang?
I'm very great. Thank you.
Good, good to hear it. Nok Ang, Xin Chao.
Teacher,
How are you, Nok Ang?
I'm good.
Okay, that's great. Okay, I can see your message, Ding Lam, so you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Okay. What? So your microphone has an error. All right. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Ding Lam. That's good. Ming Ang, Xin Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Ming Ang?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm very good, thank you. Have you had a good week, Ming Ang?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, glad to hear it. Okay, everyone, we will, I think, just start the class. Just need to see. Okay, with chat, that's fine. All right, everyone. So it's just after 10 o'clock, so we will start the class. Welcome to class, and great to see you all again. Hope you've all had a good week. Hope you're not too tired this time of the morning. We're going to start off with speaking. I'll show you that in just a moment. And then for the writing today, we're going to continue with a part one. Okay, a part one writing graph. I'll get you to write all of it today, just to get you again used to doing part one before we return to writing part two in the next couple of weeks, or task two, should I say. So, Nok Ang, how was the weather today in Hanoi?
Uh, I'm having go.
Sorry, Nok Ang, you've gone very quiet at the moment. I can't hear you.
I think it's a little bit cold.
Okay, a little
I
bit
think
cold. Can you turn your microphone up, Nok Ang? It's very quiet suddenly. It was louder before.
it's okay now.
It's still a little bit quiet.
Hello.
Can you
Hello.
make it louder?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit better. Little bit better, Nokang. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, everyone. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to look at this document and share some things with you. Okay, so I'm just going to send you these words in chat, everyone. Okay, so I've just sent you the words in chat that we looked at last week. You might remember last week I was introducing you to words that native speakers use all the time. Using these words to start answering questions will make you sound more like a native speaker. And when you come to do a test like the Ielts test, okay, will help you get a better score, because you will sound more like a native speaker, more like you are speaking naturally. Chung Hu, Xin Chao. Chung Hu.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Chung Hu?
No, pretty sleepy right now. I just
Okay,
woke up.
all right. I'm glad you made it to class. Jafet, Xing Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Jafet?
I'm pretty okay.
Good, glad to hear it. And Leduk Ang, Chao Gon. Leduk Ang, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, welcome to class, Leduk Ang. So you should all be able to see in chat, okay, I've sent you the words we were looking at last week. So the first one, when you agree with something, okay, you start your answer by saying indeed or that's so true, okay? Now, of course, you can just say yes. Of course, you can just say yes and then give your reason. But words like indeed and that's so true are words that native speakers use all the time instead of just saying yes. So like I say, I'm trying to get you to speak more like native speakers, and speaking more like a native speaker will help increase your Ielts score in the test. Okay? So when you agree with something, you start by saying indeed or that's so true, and then you go on to give the rest of your answer. When you partly agree with something, you say yes, but. Yes, but. Okay, and then explain why you don't totally agree with something. And when you disagree with something and want to offer an alternative, you start your answer using the word actually. We're going to practice all of those right now. Going to ask you all different questions in turn. First of all, I'll give you an example of how you use these words. Okay. For example, if the question is, do you enjoy getting up early? Do you enjoy getting up early? You could begin your answer by saying, indeed, I really enjoy getting up early every day. It's the best time of the day, and I can start my day by doing some exercise or going for a walk before school. Or you could say, again, I'll repeat the question, do you enjoy getting up early? Yes, but at weekends I like to stay in bed and sleep in. Okay, so for the first question, you heard me agree with it by using the words indeed. Okay, the second time, I agreed partly with the question. The third time, do you enjoy getting up early? I begin by using the word actually, because I'm going to disagree. Okay, do you enjoy getting up early? Actually, I don't. I really don't like getting up early at all. I would much rather stay up late and study than get up early in the morning. Okay, so you can see how I have used those phrases, those words, indeed, okay. Take the other one, indeed, and that's so true when I want to agree with something. Yes, but when I partly agree with something, or actually when I want to disagree with something and offer an alternative, okay? Hope you all understand that because we're going to practice that right now with all of you. Okay, Viet Thanh.
Yes.
All right. So remember these questions, when I ask you, you can choose whether you agree, partly agree, or disagree. Okay? With any of these questions, up to you. What I want you to do to start your answer, I want you to choose one of the alternatives that I just sent you in chat. Okay? Up to you which one you choose, but then of course you have to go on and explain your answer. So, Viet Thanh,
Yes.
do you prefer cooking at home or eating out?
Uh, Indeed, I would choose to cook at home because feel the I want to think that I cook for myself and my family so that I can feel the independent inside myself, and it will be I will feel very happy when someone tell my food is really good and
Okay,
I love it.
when someone tells me my
Tell
food is
me
really good. Yeah,
food is good.
correct. Okay. Okay, that's good, Viet Thanh. So you started off with indeed. That's great. And remember, everyone, you only need to do 2 or 3 sentences for these answers. These are part one questions, okay? So
Okay.
two or three sentences is fine. Ming Ang,
Yes.
do you like to keep your room tidy?
Uh, Indeed. Because keep room clean.
Keeping my room clean, yes.
Keeping my room clean, I feel very relaxed and I can.
Okay, keeping my room clean helps me feel very relaxed. And anything else, Ming Ang?
No.
Okay, so give me the full answer this time, Ming Ang. Indeed, keeping my room clean helps me feel very relaxed. Can you say that, please?
Yes. Indeed. Keeping my room clean have me very relaxed.
Helps me feel. Feel.
Me feel very relaxed.
Okay, that is the correct English for that. Okay, thank you, Ming Ang. Huang Ang,
Yes.
do you often make plans for your day ahead of time?
Well, well, actually, I didn't quite make plans in my daily life. Usually, I am the type of person who wants to enjoy the surprise moments in my life, and also the like the scene like the interest outside.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, you answered with actually. That's good. Remember, everyone, the object of this exercise, as well as getting you to speak, of course, is to practice using those introductions that I've sent you in chat. So please choose which one you want to use. Ding Lam, can you talk? Is your microphone working, Ding Lam?
Now I can talk.
Oh, you can. Good. Glad it is working. Okay, Ding Lam, here's your question. Do you usually walk, drive, or take the bus to school?
Um, for me, I usually
So remember, you have to use one of those introductions I sent you, Ding Lam, okay?
uh,
So you
uh,
have to use indeed, yes, but, or actually. Which one do you choose?
uh indeed, I work I work to
Okay, so
my school.
sorry, Ding Lam. I'll take you back. The best one to use for this question is actually. Okay?
Um,
Actually. So
actually,
start off your answer with that. Actually, I. How do you get to school, Ding Lam? Actually, I.
actually, I walk to my school because
Mhm.
my school is so close to my house, and it it just take me 5 or 7 minutes.
Okay,
Uh,
good. That's enough, Ding Lam. That's good enough. Okay? Good. Good answer. Good answer, Ding Lam. So that was a question that actually was the best introduction. Okay, Ding Lam? Actually. Actually, I walk to school because my house is so close to the school. Only takes me 5 or 6 minutes to walk. All right. Fung Dok Ang.
Yes.
Fung Dok Ang. Do you find it easy to concentrate?
Uh, Indeed, yes, because when you solely solve the problem around 15 minutes, you will absolutely concentrate about it and forget something interrupt you.
Okay, good. Forget some things that interrupt you.
Oh,
Okay, Fung Dok Ang? Forget some
yeah.
things that interrupt you. Okay,
Yes.
good. Good. Nok Ang.
Yes.
Do you prefer studying alone or with other people?
Yes, I prefer study alone.
Okay, remember you have to start off with indeed or yes, but or actually. Which one do you choose? Only one is correct, by the way. Which one is correct to answer this question? Do you prefer studying alone or with others?
I prefer studying.
Okay, have to start with actually. Okay, actually. Okay, not can you start your answer with actually? Okay, actually, I prefer.
Actually, I prefer studying alone.
Mhm, because.
Um, because when I study alone, I can be um I forgot what.
Okay, maybe something like actually, I prefer studying alone because when I study alone, it's easier for me to concentrate.
Yeah,
Is is that what you want to say?
yeah,
Something like that?
yeah.
Okay, start again. Not ang. Do you prefer studying alone or with other people?
Actually, I prefer study alone because when study alone, I can be concentrate with my work, and I
Hmm.
can like study. I can put
Okay.
the thing I learned into my head.
Okay, good. Okay, good. You are trying to think of other words in English, which is good. Nok ang, great. So remember, everyone, the object of this exercise, you must start with indeed, yes, but, or actually. Okay, you must use one of those to start your answer. Chung Hu,
Yeah.
do you have any hobbies you do regularly?
Um, how do I say it? Uh, Actually, I don't have any. Like seriously, all the thing I do is weekend is just cooking and doing normal stuff. So yeah, I don't
Okay,
really have one.
okay, good, Chung Hu. That's enough. Just 2 or 3 sentences, all I need for this one, everyone. Thank you, Chung Hu. Jafat,
Yes.
do you enjoy your studies? Do you enjoy your studies?
My study?
Hmm.
Teacher, what kind of study? Like,
Your school studies. Do you enjoy going to school?
Um, Indeed. Going to school, I can talk with my friends and do a lot of things, and especially I can learn new like acknowledge new things and uh
Hmm.
get better grades for my parents.
Okay, good. Good. That's enough, Jafet. Good answer. Okay. Yeah, getting better grades for yourself too, I
Yeah,
hope,
yeah.
Jafet, not just your parents. Okay, but good answer. Good use of indeed. Ledok Ang.
Yes,
Ledok Ang. Oi.
yes.
Uh, do you enjoy watching movies at home?
Absolutely.
Uh-uh.
But
What one of those? Remember, indeed,
indeed,
yes, but, or actually.
indeed, yes.
Good. Hmm.
Because I can enjoy the moment with my family members. Also, I can invite friends to my house so we can do a lot of things like a sleepover. And it,
Okay, good.
and it is
Good.
cheaper than going out watching outside in the cinema.
Oh, okay, very good answer, Ladokang. So just to be sure, there is nothing wrong with saying absolutely, okay? Absolutely is fine. But I just want you to practice indeed, okay? Get you used to using this. Because, like I say, it's a word native speakers also use absolutely. Of course they do. But they also use indeed a lot. Viet
Yes,
do you like reading in your free time?
indeed. I read a lot in my free time, especially through my phone. I read ebooks such as John Chronicle or 1984, which is recommended by my friends. Sometimes I do read the original books from the author as well.
All right. Perfect answer, Vietian. Great English. Huang Ang. Huang Ang.
Yes.
Do you prefer indoor or outdoor activities?
Um, if I
Hmm?
uh,
Remember how to
actually
start? Good, good. Continue. Yep.
actually I do prefer having in indoor activities mostly because it includes games which I can connect to everyone when I'm still staying at home. But when I feel good, I could also take a walk, take a like a walk around the lake outside, or just hanging to the shopping center with my friends.
Okay, great. Good answer. Meng Ang,
Yes,
do you spend much time on social media?
indeed, because I usually talk with my friend in social media and I also relax in this.
I also relax.
I also relax on this.
I also relax doing this. Doing this.
Yes, I
Okay?
also
I
relax doing this.
doing this. Good. Better. Fong Dok Ang. Fong Dok Ang. Oi.
Yeah.
Do you live in a house or an apartment? Fong Dok Ang.
Um,
What's your first word going to be?
is indeed, yes, I live in a house
Okay, so
on the ground.
sorry, Fong Dok Ang. So a better word to start would be actually for this one.
Oh,
Okay.
uh,
Indeed is like saying yes. So if
uh,
I ask you, do you live in a house or an apartment? You can't really answer that by using yes. Okay. Because you are going to have to choose one.
yeah,
So, so best to start with actually. Actually, I live in an apartment, or actually, I live in a house. Okay?
yeah.
All right, so please choose one. Do you live in a house or in an apartment? Fong Dok
Um,
Ang?
Actually, I live in the house in the on the ground. I choose it because it has many advantage, such as you can go to the street very quickly without the elevator.
Okay, good. Good answer. Phung Dok Ang. Just remember advantage is plural in this sentence,
Uh-huh.
okay? It
Yeah.
has many advantages, okay?
Oh, yes.
Of course, many advantages such as, okay? So just be careful of your plurals. Ding Lam,
Yes, I'm here.
do you enjoy spending time with your family, Ding Lam?
Indeed, 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 because my family is so funny and friendly. Um, in every night, I usually eat dinner with my family, and it's time I feel comfortable, relaxing, and amazing. Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good answer. Nok Ang,
Yeah.
do you often help with household chores?
Uh, indeed, I often help my friend, my mother with the household chores, um,
Such as, such as?
such as washing the dishes or washing clothes.
Good. Okay, washing the dishes or washing clothes. So remember, everyone, just in case you've forgotten, such as is exactly the same as saying for example. But whereas for example is more commonly used in writing, such as is more commonly used in speaking. Although, of course, you can say, for example, when you're speaking. Okay, that is also correct, but it's more common for native speakers to say such as instead of for example when you are speaking. That's because, for example, is a little bit more formal and more commonly used with writing. Okay, that's the only difference. Both are correct such as, for example, and of course, for instance. All three mean the same thing, but such as native speakers use more when they are speaking. Okay, Chung Hu,
Yeah.
do you like to keep your room tidy, Chung Hu?
Mm. Actually, I don't really care about if my room tidy or not, since dirty and maybe a bit of working already give me a toll. I only keep my room tidy on the weekend or when I have a days off. And I think it's really fair enough because there's no point in cleaning your room every day because it would just dirty like before. So yeah, that's really
Okay, thank you. Good answer. Jafet,
Yes.
do you spend much time on social media?
Indeed. So social media brings me a lot of advantage because I don't feel like alone or something. I just want to see all the people life, how it like moving on, and it just make me feel like I am enjoying the life.
Okay, good. It makes me feel like I'm enjoying life. Okay?
Yes.
This okay doesn't need an article in front of it. Just makes me feel like I'm enjoying life. Okay? And again, advantages for this sentence needs an S. Okay?
Okay,
Needs
okay.
okay. Social media has many advantages. Advantages. Okay. And Ledok Ang. Ledok Ang.
Yes.
Do you have any plan to move to a different house soon?
What is the No thing. What did you send in chat?
Oh, did you not see it?
Yeah, I don't
You
see it.
can't see. Ah, okay. Maybe you joined a little bit late. Okay, hang on. I will send it to chat again for everyone, just in case. Can you see that, Ledokang?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll give you the question again. Do you
Uh,
have any plan to move to a different house soon?
Actually, I'm still enjoying staying at my current house, and also moving to the next house will cost me and my family a lot of money.
Okay, perfect
I'm
answer.
happily.
Okay, that's all you need to say, Ledokang. Okay, good answer. And actually is the correct way to start. Good, very good. Viet Tien,
Yes.
do you like traveling to new places?
Actually, I don't want to move away from my house too much because I feel at home and it has everything I want. I also don't want to waste any money for any unneeded activities such as traveling.
Okay, very good. Just your last word, unnecessary is better.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary activities is a better collocation. Okay, thank you, Viet Tien. Huang Ang,
Yes.
do you prefer going places by yourself or with other people?
Actually, I would prefer going to all the places by mostly by myself because I am like a self-enjoyer and I think I could be myself when I was lonely and lonely, so I could like do some dumb things. But with a lot of people walking by, I would actually be respectful like uh like not being myself anymore.
Okay. Ming Ang,
Yes, teacher.
do you often use public transport, such as the bus?
Actually, I usually use motorbike to go to school.
Because
Uh, because I can.
because it's much more
Um,
convenient.
yes, because it's much more convenient.
Okay, I'll ask you the question again and you can give me the whole answer this time. Ming Ang, do you often use public transport, such as the bus?
Actually, I usually use motorbike to go to school because it's much more convenient.
Okay, perfect English. That's much better, Ming Ang. Ding Lam,
Yes, I mean,
do you like traveling to new places?
indeed, because new place have a lot of interesting uh, things uh, about food or tradition or uh, viewed and I like um I like traveling in Da Nang because it have beach. I can swimming and uh, I feel comfortable in when traveling in Da Nang in the summer.
Okay, good. Da Nang has places I can go swimming.
Yeah.
Okay? Da Nang has places I can go swimming. Okay? Need to have all those little words in there. So you can't say Da Nang, I can swimming. Have to say Da Nang has places I can go swimming. Okay, Ding
Yes.
Lam?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Phong Duc Ang,
Yes.
do you prefer going places alone or with other people?
Uh, indeed, no. Actually, I prefer traveling alone because when you go to other side by yourself, you can learn something about the people or the cuisine in that place. Uh, but with but if you travel with a family, for example, you have to follow the tour they guy.
You have to. That's very good, actually, Phong Duc Ang. Okay, you're using quite complex grammar and sentence structure there. That's good, almost perfectly. When you follow the family, you have to follow the, what were your last words?
You have to follow the tour.
The tour. You have
Uh,
to follow
yeah,
the tour. They,
the
what is a
guy.
good word? Not they guide. You have to follow, you could say you have to follow
Booked.
their guided tour, or you have to follow their tour, or you have to follow the tour they suggest.
Oh,
Okay?
teacher, what
Several,
about they booked?
yes, is correct. You have to follow the tour they booked, is another one. Okay? Very good. But not the tour they guide. Doesn't make sense.
Oh,
But tour they booked is perfect. Tour they suggest, tour they want to do, any of those are correct. Nok ang,
Yeah.
nok ang. Do you often use public transport, such as the bus?
Uh, actually, I use my motorbike to hanging out more than the bus because I think the motorbike is more convenient when there are traffic jam.
When there are traffic jams, jams.
When there are traffic jams.
Okay, if you say jam, just means there's only one. Okay, and
Uh,
there are many in Hanoi. Okay, so it
okay.
has to be plural. But good answer, Nong Ang. Good answer. Chung Yu, Chung Yu.
Yeah.
Do you think public transport like the bus in Hanoi is expensive?
Is not too expensive since the costs are high low to me. Like if if I will remember correctly, I only have to pay like 5,000 Vietnam dong just to ride on the bus. So that's why the costs are really cheap. They are like, really slow for some reason. I think it's just me feeling that way. Like I had to wait almost an hour just for a bus to appear at the station every single time.
Okay, good, Chung Hu. That's
And
good. That's fine. That's long enough, Chung Hu. Thank you. Jafet, Jafet.
Yes.
Do you enjoy traveling or going to new places?
Indeed, I always want to travel to like, go abroad. Yeah, and I want to enjoy a different like nature views. Yeah, I just want to take a picture and then get relax on the chair just to see the views. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, good. And Ledok Ang.
oh, yes,
Ledok Ang,
yes.
do you often use public transport such as the bus?
Actually, I have a motorcycle and I can travel anywhere I want with a map. And maybe in an unwanted situation, like my bike got broke or is broken or something, I will travel by bus or I will get my dad to uh pick me up.
Okay, good answer. Again, that's good. All right, everyone, that's enough practice on that. So just getting you used to using the words indeed, okay? Actually, I don't think anyone used yes, but. Okay. So that is when you partly agree with something. So you can say yes, but then you want to give some sort of alternative. But using words like indeed and actually to start your answers, and actually is very useful. You can use it for many different sorts of answers, is just what native speakers do. Okay, so it's important you get used to using those words. Actually, I don't use the bus, I use my motorcycle. Actually, I prefer going places with other people. Actually, I would rather watch movies at home because it's cheaper. Actually, I help my mum with the housework a lot. I do the dishes and sometimes I cook. Okay, so actually, okay, is a very useful way to start answers to just about any question. And for those questions where you just want to say yes, try remember to say indeed instead. Okay, again, just helps broaden your vocabulary, which will help you get a better score. Okay, hope you all understand that. All right, next thing we're going to look at now is topic-specific vocabulary. Going to share another video with you from Keith and then practice some more words with you for the next 20 minutes or so. So I'll just share this now. Huang Ang, can you see the video?
Yeah, I can see it pretty clear.
Great. Okay, everyone, please have a look and have a listen to this. Thank you.
Now, this is what it says on the tin. It's vocabulary that is specific to a certain topic. Topics in part 3, environment is a big one. And there are many subtopics. So do remember in IELTS speaking part 3, you'll probably get a subtopic of a bigger category. So in environment, they may ask you about ecotourism, pollution, deforestation, electric vehicles.
Okay, just go back just slightly. Just check you know some of these words. Ecotourism. Huang Ang.
I think ecotourism means the the traveling that includes environmental factors in it. Something
Very
like
good. Very good. Good definition. Can you think of any example in Vietnam?
that. You know, you could say going to the zoo or the or some national parks. I think
Yes.
it's located in Cat Ba at Hai Phong.
Okay. All right. So a better example would be something, I don't know if you have this in Vietnam. In Thailand, for example, ecotourism might be something like going to an elephant sanctuary, okay? And during your stay, you help take care of the elephant. Maybe you feed the elephant or you help wash the elephant, something like that. Does that make sense, Wang Ang?
All right.
Okay, so ecotourism, everyone. Ecotourism is usually tourism that benefits the environment in some ways. Maybe you go to a forest somewhere and maybe you plant a tree. Okay, something as simple as that. All right, or maybe you go visit a place on the river, all right. And you can maybe help pick up some rubbish or some litter while you are there. Okay. You're doing something useful for the environment. That's what ecotourism means. Deforestation. Jafet, deforestation.
Yeah, like you destroy the forest.
Correct. Thank you. Deforestation just means destroy the forest, cut down the trees. Okay, that is what deforestation is. Pollution, of course, you all know what that is.
Deforestation, electric vehicles is a big one nowadays. Now, with electric vehicles, topic specific vocabulary could be things like the charging station, where you charge it, exhaust fumes, the pollution from your car, carbon footprint, carbon neutral, lots of things like that. Now, the secret is to focus on collocations. That's 2 or 3 words that go together. Carbon footprint, carbon neutral, environmental issues, charging station, right? These kind of 2 or 3 words that frequently go together. These are so powerful. Yes, individual words are good, but collocations are that's where the gold is at. That's where that's the really powerful one, right? So if you can use these kind of collocations, topic specific vocabulary, you're well on your way to a band 7, 8 or more. Okay, so let's have a look. Specific example, talking about electric vehicles. Let's watch this answer. The question is, why are electric vehicles becoming more popular in some countries? See if you can spot the topic-specific vocabulary.
I think one of the main reasons is that governments are offering generous incentives, such as tax breaks and free charging stations. I think as well, people are becoming much more aware of environmental issues, so they're looking for ways to reduce their carbon footprint. For instance, in my country, there's been a huge push to replace old petrol cars with EVs, and the number of charging points has doubled in the last 2 years. So as a result, I think electric cars feel far more practical and affordable than they used to be.
What a nice answer, right? Now, if you look, did you spot the kind of the topic-specific vocabulary and collocations? Let's have a look. We've got generous incentives. So the incentives are they could be financial incentives or something else, something the government gives you to encourage you to use EVs. Charging stations, the place where you put the electricity into your car. Environmental issues, right? Notice it's environmental with the adjective, environmental issues. Carbon footprint, how much CO2 you put into the air. We also had charging points, which is the same really as a charging station. There are other words in here, a lovely vocabulary, but these are very topic specific, and that's going to show off clearly to the examiner that you can talk confidently on this subtopic.
Okay, so I just want to go back to this a little bit. All right, so you can see the answer here. So you can see that the student who answered this question, this is a band 9 answer, by the way. This is all band 9 vocabulary. Some of the collocations I'll just look at in a moment for you, just in case you don't understand exactly. But this is the sort of answer, if you want to get a band 9, that you give. You'll notice a lot of the words are quite simple, all right? But there are no mistakes, and the way the words are put together, all right, makes it very fluent. You will also notice, by the way, I hope the student has followed the formula, the structure that I've often mentioned. Okay, you can see they've answered the question. Okay, they've explained, and what have they done here, Ming Ang? This paragraph?
They give example.
They gave an example. Very good. Okay, answer the question, explain what you mean by your answer, give an example. They are following the exact structure that I would like you to try and follow. This will help you get a high score. Okay, now, just again, looking at some of these collocations. Generous incentives. Generous incentives. Ledok Ang. Ledok Ang.
Yes.
Generous incentives. Can you tell me what that means? The government gives you generous incentives. Can you think of a synonym or think of what this means?
It's like what is it?
I'm thinking of one word. I'm thinking of one word begins with the letter R.
Citizen benefit. Oh.
Yeah, a benefit. Very good. Benefit is another one. Can you give me the word I'm thinking of, Laduk Ang? Begins with
R.
R. Next one is E. R-E-W. R-E-W.
Re.
Re.
Uh,
An incentive is R-E-W-A. R-E-W-A?
a reward.
Correct. A reward. Okay. An incentive is a reward or a benefit for doing something. Generous means it's big. Okay. It's a big benefit, a big reward. But generous incentives could have said big reward. Okay. Generous incentive, though, is a band 9 collocation. Okay. Those words more formal. Generous, but generous incentive, everyone, all it means is big benefit or big reward. Ding lam. Ding lam.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, generous incentive. What does it mean, Ding lam? What did I just say? Generous incentive just means
A
a
big benefit. Big benefit.
big benefit or big reward. Okay, but this is band 9 vocabulary. Okay, again, just introducing you to some new vocabulary for those of you who want to get an 8 or 9. Generous incentive just means big reward. Charging station, again, all these are collocations, by the way, words that go together. Charging stations, you all know what that are. Environmental issues. Issues, just another way of saying problems. All right? Problems with the environment, environmental issues is the collocation for talking about problems with the environment. Carbon footprint, Huang Ang, carbon footprint.
I think the carbon footprint means the amount of carbon dioxide you release into the air
Is exactly
by
correct. Yes, that's right. By anything. By anything. Carbon footprint is not just your motorcycle or your car. It's anything you do that causes some sort of pollution. Air travel, by the way, anytime you fly somewhere or catch the bus, okay, is increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. Carbon footprint is the collocation that refers to that. Okay, your carbon footprint is how much pollution does your motorcycle emit? How much pollution does your car or the bus you travel on or the aeroplane you'll go on or the train you use? Carbon footprint. Okay. Vietnam.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to get everyone to read a line or two of this just to get you used to using these words and to give this sort of answer. Can you please read Vietnam, the first paragraph? First paragraph.
I think one of the main reasons is that governments are offering generous incentives such as tax breaks and free charging stations.
Good reading. Okay. By the way, Ming Ang.
Yes.
Generous incentives. What does that collocation mean? Generous incentives?
It mean reward.
Yeah. What sort of reward? Generous means. Can you think of a synonym? 3 letters. Begins with the word B. Ming Ang.
Benefits.
No. 3 letters. 3 letters. It's an adjective. Generous means the same as big, Ming Ang, okay?
Yes.
Big reward, okay? Generous incentive just means big reward. Okay, Huang Ang.
Yes.
Can you please read paragraph 2? Thank you.
Oh, okay, I can try. I think as well, people are becoming much more aware of environmental issues, so they are looking for ways to reduce the carbon footprint.
Very good. Perfect reading. By the way, just in case you've forgotten the question, everyone, the question is, why are electric vehicles becoming more popular in some countries? Ding Lam.
Yes.
Okay. Can you please read the first 2 lines of paragraph 3, please? The first 2 lines.
First two lines, government are offering generous
No.
Topic
incentives.
specific, and that's going to
Whoops, sorry, for here, this paragraph here, Ding Lam, this one here.
Uh, for
The first,
instance,
yep,
in my country, there's been a huge push to replace old petrol cars with AVs.
okay, so it's all right, stop there. So some vocabulary here, huge push. Can you say that, please, Ding Lam? Huge,
Huge push.
huge, huge.
Huge
Good. Push.
push.
Push, good. Huge push is a collocation. Huge is another word meaning very big. Okay? Huge just means very big.
Yeah.
Okay? Push just means a lot of effort. Okay? So there has been a lot of effort to replace old petrol cars with, and just say this for me, please, Ding Lam, EVs. EVs.
EV.
Good. What are EVs, Ding Lam? What does this abbreviation mean? EVs mean?
I don't remember.
Okay. Nok ang. Nok ang.
Yes.
EVs. What are EVs?
Electric vehicle.
Correct. Electric vehicles. Okay, Ding Lam?
Yes.
Electric vehicles. Electric vehicles. Okay? Like the sort that Vin makes in Vietnam. I know Vin makes a lot of electric vehicles. Okay. Nok ang.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you keep reading, please? The next two, just this down to the end of the sentence.
Okay.
These two lines.
And the number of charging points had doubled in the last 2 years.
Correct. Okay. What's a charging point? Nok ang, a charging point.
It's a place car to charge.
Yeah. It's a point for cars. For what sort of cars to charge? What sort of cars?
Electric.
Correct. Good. Very good. Okay. Phung Dok Ang.
Yes.
Okay. Can you read to the end of the paragraph?
show
please?
off clearly.
Sorry, can you see the end of the paragraph?
No, the subtitle has...
Yeah, the subtitle's in the way. You're right. Hang on, I'll just turn it off.
Station.
Oops. Go away. There. Can you read it for me now, please?
So, as a result, I think electric cars feel far more practical and affordable than they used to be.
Good. Does that sentence make sense to you, Phung Dok Ang?
Yes.
Great. Ming Ang,
Yes.
can you read the first paragraph for me, please? Just read the first paragraph.
I think one of the main reasons is that governments are offering generous incentives such as tax breaks and free charging stations.
Good. Tax break, everyone. Tax break just means you get a reduction in the amount of tax you pay. Okay? That's a little bit of an informal word. Tax breaks. An informal collocation, should I say. If you get a tax break, means the government reduces your tax, in this case, in return for you buying an electric car. Maybe you pay less tax on the car because it's electric, because the government wants you to buy electric cars to reduce pollution, of course. Okay? So instead of saying tax reduction, the collocation is tax break. Tax break just means tax reduction, less tax. That's all that means. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Chung Hu, can you read the second paragraph, please? I think as well. I think as well.
Right. I think as well, people are becoming much more aware of environmental issues. So they are looking for ways to reduce their carbon footprint.
Very good. Okay, Jafat.
Yes.
Can you read the first sentence of paragraph 3, please?
The third sentence.
Yeah.
And the number of charging
No,
point.
no. For instance. For instance.
For instance, okay. For instance, in my country, there has been a huge push to replace old petrol cars with EVs. Um, and the
EVs. Sorry,
EVs.
EVs,
Yes,
Jafet. EVs.
EVs.
Okay. Which stands for what, Jafet? EVs. What are
Electric
EVs?
vehicles.
Electric
Vehicles.
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 Correct. Good. Good. Keep going.
And the number of charging points has doubled in the last 2 years.
Okay,
So,
so if I say the number of charging points has doubled, what does that mean, Jafet? The number of
like
charging points has doubled.
double the amount of charging points.
Okay, it means twice the amount of
Yes,
charging
twice the
points.
amount.
Twice the amount. Good, Jafet, good. So everyone, this one here just means EVs is how it's pronounced, okay? This abbreviation, EVs, electric vehicles, EVs. Ledokang,
Yes.
can you read the last sentence? So as a result.
The last.
Yeah. So as a result.
Yes. So as a result, I think electric cars feel far more practical and affordable than they used to be.
Good. Okay, everyone. So pretty good reading. I just wanted you to do that just to get you used to reading a band 9 answer. Okay. You can see, as I said before, that they have used the structure AEE to answer this question. Answer the question is here. Explain the answer. Give an example. Okay. You can see here a connecting phrase. So as a result. So as a result. This is also a collocation. All right. When you want to say, it's like another way of saying in conclusion. Although usually you would say in conclusion when you are writing. You wouldn't actually speak in conclusion, not in usual conversation. You would say something like, so as a result. So, as a result, I think electric cars are more practical and affordable than they used to be. For instance, instead of saying, for example, or they could have said, such as, okay, another way of doing it. Huge push, huge push. Ming Ang,
Yes.
huge push. What does that mean? In my country, there's been a huge push to replace petrol cars. A huge push. Do you know what that? Can you tell me what that means, Ming Ang? Huge push.
Is
Okay. What does huge mean? Can you remember? Huge means very what? Very
very big.
good. Very big, and push. In this sentence, push means
Push mean
there's been a very big.
encouragement.
Yes, very good. Very good, Ming Ang. Very good. A huge push means the same as a very big effort, a lot of encouragement, very big encouragement. Okay, again, huge push, very useful collocation for getting band 8 or band 9. Just the same as saying a lot of encouragement means that. But huge push is something native speakers would say. So again, please write these down if these phrases are new to you. They are very, very useful for getting a high score. Okay? Huge push, generous incentives, big rewards. Okay? Environmental issues. Just remember, why are we looking at this? Because this is all topic-specific vocabulary for talking about electric cars. Electric cars is quite a common topic these days in Ielts. Okay, so this is some of the vocabulary you can use to talk about electric cars that will get you a high score. Reduce the carbon footprint, okay, means electric cars don't have much pollution or any pollution. So they reduce their carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is just another way of saying pollution. Motorcycles, buses, trucks all have a big carbon footprint, a lot of pollution. But carbon footprint is very specific vocabulary when you are talking about pollution. Hope that makes sense to everyone. Okay, come back to this next week. I'll get you to use some of this vocabulary. But in the meantime, time for some writing for the rest of the lesson. Nok Ang, can you see the pie charts?
Yes, I can see.
Excellent. All right, just very quickly, okay? Look at how this pie chart, how the answer to this pie chart goes. So remember, this is a writing task 1, all right? So we use the structure POT to answer any task 1 question. The P stands for paraphrase, the O stands for overview, and the T stands for 2 detail paragraphs. So as I'm sure you all remember, 4 paragraphs for any part 1 question. Same for part 2 as well, of course, but 4 paragraphs. Paraphrase, overview, 2 detail paragraphs. POT. Okay, POT, the paraphrase would be of this. All right, this first sentence here is your paraphrase. Overview, remember the overview, you are always looking for changes. What has changed? What is different? For this, when you are comparing 2 pie charts, okay, here's the overview we looked at a couple of weeks ago. It can be clearly seen is how you start your overview. Okay, always start like this. It can be clearly seen. The biggest change, okay, is that there is an IT course this year compared to 1985. Okay, and the overview goes on to talk about the other changes. You will remember in the overview, no figures. The figures, the numbers, you put in the detail paragraphs. All you do in the overview is describe the main changes in only 2 or 3 sentences, no more. 2 sentences is often enough. You will see here, this overview has 2 sentences. You need to use adjectives, all right, like this. Increased, okay, remained stable, decreased, all right, replaced, biggest change, all right, all those description words are the ones you need to use when you are talking about changes. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do now for the rest of the lesson, please write me a complete answer, all right, starting with your paraphrase, then your overview. That's all we'll have time for. I want the paraphrase and the overview for this pie chart. Leduk Ang,
Yes.
can you read me all the question, please?
The question.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
The chart below clips the percentage of social media's users by age in Jamestown in 2018. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant.
Relevant. Very good. Okay.
Relevant.
I know. Okay. Relevant. Okay. Relevant, everyone, just means where they are useful. Something that is relevant is something that is useful. Relevant. I know, a little bit hard for you to pronounce. I know. Good reading, otherwise, leduk ang. All right. And percentage, we looked at this last week. Percentage, what is a synonym? Nok ang. Nok ang.
Yes.
What is a synonym we can use instead of percentage?
Percentage.
Yeah, what's a synonym for percentage? So remember, for your answer, the first thing you're going to have to do is paraphrase this. Okay, Nok Ang? For your answer, the first thing you do is a paraphrase. Okay, Nok Ang, you remember this? For any part one question, like I was just saying, the first thing you must do is paraphrase. That's always your first paragraph, always. Okay, Nok Ang? Remember pot. Pot is the structure for the answer for any part one question. Paraphrase, overview, 2 detailed paragraphs. So paraphrase, to paraphrase, we use synonyms, we use different forms of words, we change the structure of the sentence, or we use different words entirely. Okay? Is how you do a paraphrase. So, Nok Ang, can you think of a synonym for percentage? We mentioned this last week. The word also begins with P. P. Can you remember, Nok Ang? Not quite. Viet Tien. Viet Tien.
Proportion.
Correct. Proportion. Nok Ang, okay? Okay, anytime, Nok Ang, you see the word percentage and you need a synonym, you can use proportion, okay?
Okay.
Nok Ang, anytime you see the word percentage and you need to use a synonym instead of percentage because you want to paraphrase it, you can use the word proportion. All right, so the first thing, everyone, you're going to do for me in chat, of course, I want you to paraphrase this. You never paraphrase this, by the way. This will always be the same. Okay, in any part one question, they always say, if not exactly the same words as this, very similar. So you always paraphrase the first sentence. Please send me your paraphrase now in chat of the first sentence. And a paraphrase, as I've just said, is how you start any part one question. Task one question. Also, of course, task 2 also starts with a paraphrase. So everyone, please send me in chat now your paraphrase. I will check them as you send them to me. And remember, paraphrase, what synonyms can you use? What different forms of the words can you use? Can I change the structure of the sentence? Can I use different words completely? All you need to do is make sure it means exactly the same as the original sentence. It has to mean the same. So you can't change the meaning of the sentence, but you can change the words. And why do the Ielts examiners ask you to do this? Because they want to test your vocabulary. Or, as you will see in the marking guide, lexical resource. For speaking, they call it vocabulary. For writing, they call it lexical resource. Means exactly the same thing. How many words do you know? And do you know how to use them correctly? Okay, looking forward to reading your paraphrase. Please send me your paraphrase. Once you've sent me your paraphrase, then you can start on your overview. Okay, good. 2 people have already sent them. Excellent. Okay, Fu Kuang.
Yes.
Welcome to class, Fu Kuang. Didn't realize you were there. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so you need to get a better mark, Fu Kuang. You would need to change more. Okay.
Okay.
Because you still kept most of the same words. This, you would get maybe a 5 for this. Okay, Fu Kuang?
Okay.
You've changed chart to pie chart, and you've changed proportion to percentage. Those are not enough changes to get a high score. Okay? You need to change more. Okay, Viet Tien.
Yes.
Not bad, Viet Tien. Give you maybe 6.5 for this. The reason is, why not 7? Made a small mistake, Viet Tien. Different people of different ages. Okay? Needs to be of. Different people of different ages. I know. Prepositions, they're annoying for you to learn, I know.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, it's just practice, Viet Tien, that there is no rule. Okay? You just have to know which is the correct one by practicing. Different people of different ages. Okay? You would get a better mark, Viet Tien, if you change the order of words in the last part of the sentence. Okay? Different people of different ages in 2018 using social media in Jamestown. Okay?
Okay.
Showing that you know that you can change the structure, that you know how to change the structure will help you get a 7, all right? Instead of 6.5. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Okay, Ding Lam.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, the pie chart illustrates. Okay, okay, I know you're using past tense, all right?
Yes.
But in this case, it needs to be illustrates, okay? Because that is what the pie chart is showing us right now, all right? Even though it is referring back to 2018. I know it's a little bit confusing, all right? That you're thinking, 2018, I should be using past tense. But in this case, for this example, you need to use present tense.
Yes,
all right?
I understand.
And remember, Ding Lam, start your answer, your sentence with a capital T, okay?
Yeah,
All right? Please always try to remember that. If you are starting a new sentence, first letter must be a capital. Illustrates the proportions, okay, and you need to of users of social media. Good. That's good, Ding Lam.
Thank you.
All right. And then you would get a better score if you said something like users of social media, all right, by age in 2018 in Jamestown. Just change the order of the words slightly. Okay? Will help you get a better score. Okay, Ding Lam?
Yes.
Okay, so always be just looking to see how can I change this just a little bit to help me get a better score. Le Dokang.
Yes.
The chart below summarizes the percentage of social platform users by age in Jamestown in 2018. You could change that. You could paraphrase that more. Okay?
How?
Social platform users is great. That's a great paraphrase. All right? But for the rest of it, change the order of the words.
Oh, I forgot to change the percentage to portion.
Yeah. That's correct. Okay, should have changed that to proportion. And you sort of said social platform users in 2018 by age in Jamestown. Okay, is a really easy way of doing it and getting yourself a higher band just by doing that. Okay,
Yes,
does that make sense?
I understand.
Yeah, you are correct, because obviously you can't change the name of the town, you can't change the year, okay? A little bit hard to change age, all right? Okay, so the other way you do it, you change the structure. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so Ledokang, you are good at vocabulary, okay? Your vocabulary is good enough, all right? Now, for your paraphrasing to go next level, you need, how can I change the structure of this? Okay? Does that make sense, Ledokang?
Yes.
Okay, so your vocabulary, your lexical resource, no problem. You know enough words to get a good score already. So the next thing you need to do to get a good score, look at changing structures, okay? That is how you will improve, Ledokang, okay? Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So paraphrasing is not just synonyms. It's also changing the structures. So that is my tip for you, okay? Nok ang.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like age in Jamestown during the year 2018. Pretty good, Nok ang. Actually, pretty good. Okay. I would give you a 7 for that, Nok ang.
Okay.
Except one silly mistake, Nok ang, right at the beginning. What is it? What is your silly mistake?
The big.
What? Sorry? What is it again, Nok ang? Sorry, I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear you.
In the beginning, we need to write.
A very silly mistake. First word, Nok ang. What's wrong with the first word?
I'm not right.
You haven't written a capital T.
Yes.
Okay? Punctuation mistake. Okay? All right? It's such a small mistake, Nok ang, but try not to do it, okay?
Okay.
It will stop you getting a 7, all right? If you have something like that.
Okay.
But the rest of it, very good, Nok ang. Very good. Okay, Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Demonstrates the chance is not, okay? Chance is not a synonym for percentage, all right? Have to say proportion, all right? So chance is not correct. Internet users, not quite the same as social media users, okay? Not quite the same. You could say social application users. Maybe Chung Hu would be better. Internet is similar, but not quite the same. Does that make sense?
Oh, right.
It still has to be something to do with social media. All right. And again, as I was saying to the others, with the last part of the sentence, just change the order of the words to get a better score, okay? So instead of saying by age in Jamestown in 2018, say in 2018 by age in Jamestown, okay? Change the order of the words to get a better score. Jafet.
Yes.
Okay. Same for you. Online, not quite the same as social media. Okay. Social application. Actually, someone else had another one as well. I can't remember what they used. But yeah, try online is not quite the same as social media. Online can mean anything on the internet, whereas social media is a bit more specific. And again, same thing for you, Jafat. The last part of the sentence, just change the order of the words to get a better mark, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense? So you could say online users in 2018 in Jamestown by age. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Means exactly the same, but you have shown the examiner you know how to change the structure correctly. Okay? Phong
Okay.
Dok Ang.
Yes.
Okay. The chart below illustrates the proportion of internet followers. Not quite a synonym. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another synonym. Actually, one of the other students had a really good one. I've forgotten it. Something like social application or something like that, okay? Would
Oh,
be better. And again, change the order of the words in the last part of the sentence, all right?
yeah.
Say, in 2018, by age in Jamestown. Will help you get a better mark, okay?
Yes.
Huang Ang. Huang Ang.
Yes.
Okay. You've done the overview as well. All right. Come back to that in just a moment. The pie chart below illustrates proportion of internet. Yeah, as I was saying to the others, internet not quite the same as social media. All right.
I
Have
also
to be
think
a
that.
little bit careful. All right. Yeah, you could try internet users, but yeah, it's not exactly the same, is it, as social media?
Well,
It's
I could
it,
say
it's
it's not.
it's like saying internet when you are meaning gamers. Okay, gamers and internet aren't quite the same. Similar sort of thing, but I know hard to think of a synonym for social media quickly. All right, and again, just change the order of the words in the last part of the sentence to get a better mark. Okay, of internet users in Jamestown by age. Okay. Just shows you know how to change the structure. I'll come back to your overview. Okay, Huang Ang? I'll come back to that just a moment.
All right.
All right, same with you, Viet Tien. I'll come back to you. And same with you, Ming Ang. Okay, so everyone, you should be doing your overview now. Remember, the overview is the most important part of a part one essay. Why is it the most important part? Because this is where you show that you understand what the graph or table or chart is showing. To get a good score, by good score, I mean a 7, you must show that you clearly understand what the graph, table, chart, map, diagram is about. Okay, Ming Ang.
Yes.
It can be clearly seen that people aged 13 to 25 use social media the most, while people over 55 years old used it the least. All right? So, to improve this, need one more sentence. Okay, Ming Ang?
Yeah.
One more sentence. What are the other age groups doing? Okay? What are the other age groups doing? So, for example, you've mentioned the group that uses it the most, 13 to 25-year-olds. All right. What is the second biggest group, Meng An?
The second group is 26 to 35.
Is correct. So that's what you need to write in your second sentence, okay?
Yes.
All right. So remember, you need 2 sentences, at least for your overview. So in this case, you can use the 2 sentences to describe which group is the biggest, which group is second, which group is third, which group is fourth, and which group is the least. Does that make sense, Ming An?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's how you do it. That's how you get your second sentence. Okay, Viet Tien.
Yes.
It can be clearly seen. Okay.